Second strike, there's another crossing of the hands, which just means instead of doing it on one side, you could access it on the other side. All the nerves on the body are equilateral. Anything you do on one side of the body, you're going to be able to do equally as well on the other side, using the same angles and directions. Now, when you're in a pattern, we pull back and we drop into this hammer fisting strike or an outward block type action, and then we step in with 3 strikes, 3 front punches. And the front punches are coming up toward the face. Now, in the jaw, you have what's called the mental nerve. There's a hole in the jaw on both sides. And there's a mental nerve that comes out on this side. There's one that comes across this side. But they cross over the front of the jaw. So this whole jawline is pretty weak. And you're thinking to yourself, maybe, okay, I've hit people in the jaw before and they haven't gone unconscious. Well, it's the angle and the direction again. This is the critical point. All right, if I'm striking on the side, I want to go in at a 45-degree angle down and in toward the center of the throat. If I'm hitting on the point of the chin, again, I want to go right down into the throat, but straight down this time. And this side would come down at a 45-degree angle. Now, if I've moved on Daniel, and I've struck him, boom, down here, you're going to see how he bows forward. Now look, that jaw is right in my way. I could step in and either access it with this side, straight punch, this side or a straight punch, or straight in on that. Okay? So it's easy to see how you can have the 3 punches mean 3 separate things. It's not just hitting the guy in the face. It might be hitting him in 3 very specific places. All right? If I tap them down here and tap, you'll see that they lose a lot of balance and a lot of agility there. Okay? Yeah, now I'm good. What you also saw in this particular one, the other ones you saw more of a drop into the ground. But this one was a good neurological shock. I gave him a little bit more of a strike, but what I did is I buffered it. I didn't use the knuckles like I should because this is very easy to tear or break teeth or something of that nature. So I sort of broadsided it. But what happened is you didn't see him fall to the ground. You saw his legs lift up. And if you missed it, just rewind the video so you can watch. The body contracts into a fetal position and then he falls out of it. Now what did you feel with that one?
I saw like a lot of different stars, different colors, and then I was conscious for 1 second, but then I realized that my body just like jump and then fall to the floor. But I'm fine.
Right. Yeah. Again, he can talk, he can think, he can see. There's no damage done to him. He didn't hit the ground in a normal stopping action that the martial arts would teach us. That just means his body contracted. He couldn't reach out to do that proper break fall. Okay. So when you're working with these techniques, again, make sure first of all you have supervision. Okay. Second of all, make sure you know the restorations and the revival. Now you see me do slapping on the back of the neck. That's not to wake them up because they're not unconscious. I'm not taking them fully unconscious at this stage. We're just doing a demonstration. Okay. If I knock them fully unconscious, that slap on the particular nerves on the back of the neck would wake them up. But it's not really to wake them up because you can slap them in the face, you can slap them in the arm, and that shock to the nervous system will wake them up. What I'm trying to do is cause balance in the system. Now, if I strike a nerve and I cause a neurological shutdown, okay, that's because I caused an imbalance in the brain and body functionality between each other. So what I need to do is I need to rectify that. So if I strike him on this side of the jaw to cause the knockout, what I want to do is I want to come to the opposite side and access that nerve. And again, we're going to do a special video on that so you all feel a lot more confident about it. And I'll be honest with you, the revivals and the restorations actually show you how to do your Kyusho better.